male wolf cut maybe, but the jawline was just terrible, dude. Like I wasn't even fat. It's just my jawline's always been bad, and my jawline's kind of improved. Like if you see that, it has kind of improved, but the jawline, but like it looks so I look so fat on video. Is the thing, you know what I mean? Anyway, sorry, I'm just trying to get everything right now. I'm seeing a whole bunch of pop ups in my stream section. This episode of the Highly Intelligent Podcast, and I know last video I said I was gonna record it in the snow, but that did not work out. I remember when I said that because it was for my first time basically ever seeing snow. I was gonna record it in the snow, but it was just way too dark out. It would not have worked. I wanted it to, so I'm doing it in here, And if I look distracted, it's because I'm playing Forza 4. This is just. Oh yeah. Whenever I record my podcast, I'm always playing something, just so I can. Because whenever I play Forza, my mind is always like racing, and that's kind of like when my best moments are. Also, peep the Snorlax down here. You can't see him because my webcam, but peep the Snorlax down here with the Majin beanie, and then take a look at the new Snorlax I got right over here with the ghost face. Tell me which one you guys like more, for real. Anyways, how I have to do my podcast whenever I'm doing alone, but I won't be doing it alone anymore. This is the end. This is the end of the podcast, the solo podcast. So I'm gonna be actually, it wasn't the end. I remember I recorded one more after this. But I couldn't release it just because I went like way too in depth about just random shit in my life that at the time I didn't fully understand, and now that I do, it's like I don't really want that to be public info. You know what I mean? Record another one. It's gonna be with people. It's not gonna be just me. Which I. Do y'all hear that? Dude, my cat be moaning, bro. It's like the weirdest shit. Like,
I would be better because just me is chill, but the only other person I know who did a one-person podcast is Too Mad, and
rest in peace, Too Mad.
He's not in the greatest spot right now. I'm pretty sure even when this was like out, he was dead. So, by greatest spot, do you mean in the ground? I don't know. And so, I think I'll just record it with other people whenever I do record the next one, obviously, and it'll still be the Highly Intelligent Podcast, still same me, but it just won't be me alone anymore, And that. Hold on, wait, let me check here, because I might have released. Is this number? Oh no, okay, I did record one more. All right, I got you. Because I remember I recorded another one by myself, and then I recorded one with my friend. Replacing one of these uploads with a podcast, it'll just be like an entertaining one, or it'll be just a normal upload. And so yeah, and the reason I'm making one today is because it's been a very big like week, 2 weeks for me. I keep on looking over there because used to my webcam being. Also, do y'all notice that like I have a permanent like tan where my mustache is supposed to be? Like literally there's no hair here, it's just my face is just darker there, so I have like a permanent like pedo stash. It's fucked up. It over there, but it's right here. I'm looking at it, and the big moment is kind of like I'm moving forward with my life, kind of like I know in the last podcast I talked about how I needed a push in my life, and I got that push, by the way, and now I'm back where I started, but that push was very needed. You know what I mean? Hold on, I kind of put myself in that situation. That wasn't me crying or anything. It's just whenever I talk a lot, I get like my body just shuts down. Sorry for that. Sorry. So I'm kind of leaping forward, a big old leap of faith, if you would. So that's my third water bottle. Down. I'm moving out in like 2 days, and I'm getting a job interview in 2 days as well. So it. Yeah, the job interview went well. I worked there for like 4 months, and I don't work there anymore. I do YouTube. It's, crazy that what I'm doing right now is I'm basically jumping forward and saying, okay, well, might as well just fucking
put myself in life, see if it works out, see if YouTube works out. And if it doesn't, worst comes to worst, I just end my shit, you know?
I still kind of agree. Well, it's not kind. I do agree with this, but like, worst comes to worst. I just don't think thinking that way is very positive. Even though a lot of the time I do, right now I can see that even just thinking like that will take you down a dark place.
And but hopefully it won't come to that. And honestly, I'm kind of excited because my whole life I've always felt like I've been kind of enclosed in where I'm at.
I still feel that way, and I think it's just because I'm very antisocial unless people bring me places and force me to like talk.
Always been trapped by where I live and the
I still feel like
location
that
of my
today, and it was like that back when I used to live in Florida too, not just in here.
house, which is very far from civilization. It's
Can y'all even hear this, by the way?
my
Today, and it was like that back when I used to live in Florida too, not just in here.
house, which is very far from civilization. It's,
Why can I hear double?
I think 20 minutes to the
That's why. There you go. So this one, audio. Why can't I delete that one? So if I mute that, it will be a
nearest
mono.
either gas station. So that's nice, I guess. But
So
also,
this one, audio. All right, now hold on. Let me see. Why can't I delete that one? So if I mute that, it will be a
nearest
mono.
either gas station.
No, it's just still fucked up. All right, never mind. You guys can deal with it.
You know,
right?
you can do fun stuff out here where I'm at, but like, I'd rather be next to people, which I am.
Alright,
I'm
that's
gonna be
fine.
next to a lot of people in an apartment place, so that'll be nice. Supposedly, I'm not 100% sure if it's gonna be enjoyable or not.
It was enjoyable, but sleeping, I slept on like a couch that I was longer than, and it was so terrible, bro. It was actually so terrible. Like I could not sleep like ever, and I had to wake up early like a lot of the time. So no, we aren't. We didn't enjoy that at all.
But there's moving pieces, and the pieces will be moving very,
Someone just said, "Don't look behind you." Yeah, I'm shitting myself right now.
very soon. It's like right now they're kind of idle, but I'm about to put it in first gear, and it's about to start taking off. So hopefully this is like a very positive change and not one that'll like.
All right, let me skip ahead a little bit because I'm going to talk about the apartment for like a long time here. But the apartment was nice. It was just sleeping was terrible, and I didn't really have any privacy. It went gone now. It went up. What is it? A spider? Like what the fuck happened? Am I
I don't
getting
know, make
haunted
me
or something?
succumb to like drug abuse or some shit, But
Wait, hold on. What did I say?
hopefully this is like a very positive change and not one that'll like, I don't know, make me succumb to like drug abuse or some shit,
I'm not addicted to the drugs, so we definitely skipped a beat there. That's for sure.
But so it's like, oh yeah, I got a 5-minute video here, but I'm not gonna up.
Did my stream just crash? Nope, we're back. Sorry, I thought my stream crashed first. Well, it
upload
did
a
crash
5-minute video
actually,
because
but
objectively, videos over 10 minutes do way better.
that is facts. But you know what else is facts that YouTube doesn't tell you, or no other YouTubers tell you? If you wait to upload your video, if you upload a video every 2 weeks, it does significantly better than if you upload it every week. Cause if I take a 2 week break, if I take a week break and then upload a video, it'll get like 500 views. Where if I just upload a video the week after, it'll get like fucking 20. So that's a little hack for you if you don't know.
Unless it's like a music video or something, but if it's over 10 minutes, it does way better than it does if it's under 10 minutes. So obviously I try to hit that threshold just because it's like it's very important for my growth in the whole YouTube scene and whatnot. And now that TikTok is gone,
TikTok is back, and what's funny is the clips that I upload actually do the worst on TikTok, except for Twitter, I guess. But Twitter's not really like made for that kind of content. But TikTok actually I'm doing the worst on. But like that is so surprising to me though. I thought Instagram would have been, but Instagram's like I'm doing really good on Instagram.
that was a huge platform for me. I drove in like a lot of traffic because of
I mean, Instagram and YouTube Shorts are the way to go now, man. TikTok is like, it works for a lot of people. It doesn't work for me.
TikTok, and now that it's gone, is kind of, it is kind of like I got shot almost.
Yeah, maybe at the time I felt like it was getting like I was getting shot because I couldn't upload clips. But even back then, I wasn't even uploading clips to TikTok. I don't know what the fuck I was uploading back then to TikTok that would make me feel that bad about it.
Where it's like, well, okay, now I can't blow up the easiest way possible, which is
short form content is obviously the easiest way to blow up. Through TikTok, sure. Yeah, through TikTok for sure, but like there's other short form content like platforms that are just as good,
having a clip of mine blow up on TikTok, which is how a lot of YouTubers get their starts nowadays. So I guess I'm just gonna have to either find a new platform that's like that massive, which
Instagram, YouTube Shorts, literally and you perform so much better as well.
I don't think it'll ever be like another one like that. Also, my hair, by the way, it's coming back. It's not.
I remember. This is like peak of my hair, by the way. This shit is so peak looking.
To the exact beauty that it was when I made my first video, but it's almost there. I'd say give it like hair, 2 more months maybe, and it'll be back there. And yeah, but YouTube, it's cool, but I'm not getting like nearly as much engagement as when I was uploading on TikTok frequently.
Yeah, I mean, YouTube in general is just like so unpredictable because you can upload like, in my opinion, my best video I've ever made is the video talking about the first time I ever got high, and that like it's underperformed so much compared to the video I made a week prior that it literally like I did not want to upload on YouTube anymore. It just pissed me off so much.
Well, one, that's because...
Is that my PC? Dude, my PC is loud
I changed the uploading. Like, I would rather have a schedule than no schedule at all. So I would rather put out 1 video a week than upload 3 videos 1 week and then none for like a month, because that...
Well, nowadays, I don't know. Nowadays, I think every 2 weeks is definitely the way to go. But I don't want to... Like, I know I say I want to upload every... like twice a week, but seeing how like terrible those videos do when you do that, I don't even know, you know what I mean?
That's what I was doing, and I don't think that's probably the way to go about it. I think this 1 day a week thing is probably the best, just because it gives me a whole week to think of ideas. It gives me a whole week to just kind of do what I want, and it's not too much pressure put on me, but I still want to upload once a week, if not more. I was thinking maybe uploading every Monday and Friday, but
yeah, Monday or Friday, but Tuesday and Friday would probably be the better option because it's kind of like, since we work on a 7-day week, it's kind of inconvenient if you want to do it like 2 videos a week. You'd have to go 3 or 1 or 5 or 7. You know what I mean? Like, you can't do it evenly because it's not an even week.
Then I was like, well, that would leave a 2-day gap where I'd have to make content. So I was thinking maybe, like, I don't know, I would have to push the dates, because the bad thing is that there's 7 days in a week. Which
my god, I literally just talked about this, bro. I mean, yeah, that's, even back then I knew, like, having 7 days in a week is kind of fucking lame. Having 8 days in a week would just make everything so much more convenient.
Is an uneven number, which means I can't equally space out time in between uploads without it being 1 day a week or 1 video a week. So
There's something
I
on my
don't
neck,
know,
by the way. I
but-
think what that person was talking about was a fucking spider, and it might have bit me on my neck.
It's definitely something to keep in mind. And now that I'm moving, more into civilization, I'm sure that's more content for me to upload. And maybe, oh, hold on, wait. I'm getting a notification on my computer. All right, hopefully I didn't fuck with the recording at all. But
It didn't, bro.
yeah, I'm just kind of.
Also, check out the background here. If I was myself, I would get rid of the Sean O'Malley poster, or at least cover it up. Cause even back then, I did not like Sean O'Malley at all. I took the poster from Walmart thinking it was free, but then turns out it wasn't free. But like, I still took it from Walmart, and nobody batted an eye. So I don't know if it was free or whatever. But continue.
Waiting to go into the city, and if there's enough content there, then I could start uploading more than two or once a week, but here I can't. So that's why I kind of put myself out there. I'm like, okay, I need this push because I need my life to get started, and also
Yeah, I mean, in the way that it got started, it also kind of halted because I was stuck at the apartment that I was in, and I wasn't making enough money to move anywhere better, And unless I was gonna live there for like fucking 10 years, and there's no way in hell I would have gotten a promotion that would allow me to get my own place, you know what I mean?
could be very beneficial for my real dream job, which is YouTube and streaming.
Yeah, but it really wasn't. I mean, the Pokemon content when I lived there was pretty good, but in terms of everything else, no, it wasn't good.
Which I know I said I was gonna start streaming a whole lot more, but
Yep. That's ball knowledge.
I've had a lot of guests in my house for the last month, and I can't
This was probably made around Thanksgiving, wasn't it? I think so.
stream when they're all on the Wi-Fi, and
Maybe it wasn't.
now that I'm moving away, I don't think I'll be streaming at all. So
That's facts. I didn't stream a single time when I was moving away.
that's something. And then plus, me getting my first job is literally days away. And at 18 years old, it's probably a bit late for that.
It just depends if you were born rich or not. I wasn't born rich, but I started working very late, But rich people, they don't get their first job till 18, 19. So,
Which I understand that most people work at 16, 17. But I guess I'm just late to the party. But I'm in it now.
I was so fine back then, bro. Ignore me being fat around the chin area. Just imagine my face as a box, and hold on,
Now,
with my mouth closed. Holy shit! Imagine that, bro.
so I'm gonna lock in. I have to lock in actually for everything to go right, because if I don't, then
kinda
it could
locked in.
lead. I could be 20 years old living in my parents' house like a bum. Even though 20, I know people who live with their parents at 20, but
I do too.
I think it's more of a
What the fuck do I mean? I do. I'm literally that guy. I'm literally the person talking. But yeah, it's not I'm 19 living with my parents. Maybe I'll be 20 living with my parents too. I don't know. Yeah, I was just waiting for the streaming shit to take off.
they returned from college type thing, and the money situation isn't great. Which, my money situation, I'm getting a job, so, but also just in general, it's I've never been rich, but I've also I've also never I've gotten most of everything that I wanted as a child, so it's
Yeah, that's facts. I've never been rich, but if I wanted something, I got it. And it's not because my parents were rich, it's just because they fucked with your dog heavy, bro.
that's not really a problem for me per se, but now that
I
I
used to sound so sexy, bro. What happened? I fell off, bro. Holy fuck.
getting my own job, I can buy my own shit, which hold on, chair, but what does it mean for me to buy my own shit, because I don't want anything really, except for the necessities like food. There's nothing else that I really need in my life except food and water, I guess, because
Well, something I really needed in my life that I didn't realize was human interaction, and I still don't really get a whole lot of it. I get less of it now than I have in a long time. But it is something I needed, and I got it, and I enjoyed it. But it wasn't really what I was looking for. Like, I can tell now that I don't have it anymore, that it was shaping me to be something better. But now that I've kind of deprived myself of like talking to people, I do feel like having a social life is important. Even though today I was supposed to go hang out with people, but I didn't want to because I wanted to stream. And that's just kind of the choices we make sometimes.
When I think about it, I haven't really, really wanted something in a long time. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. And when I got a job, I remember I used to buy shoes all the time before I got a job. But when I got a job, I haven't bought a single new pair of fucking anything. The newest thing I bought with the job, I bought it after I quit my job, which was an Xbox.
and having a new gen console would be nice, but
Yo, it's a piece of shit, by the way. Voice crack. It's a piece of shit. I should have bought a PS5 for sure.
I mean, it's like, whatever, like instead of playing UFC 5, I can play UFC 4, you know. And when GTA 6 comes out, if I don't have one by then, I'll just, watch somebody play it, I guess. Or even go to a friend's house who has a new gen console.
I was so depressed, bro.
Unless GTA 6 is planning on releasing their own console, which I wouldn't doubt. It would cost $1,000 plus the $200 that GTA 6 is going to cost.
Dude, that's facts.
Which is a very big possibility. They're probably going to be taxing the shit out of GTA 6.
Yeah.
So I'm going
facts.
to wait on that, honestly. I might wait like a year after GTA 6 comes out just to buy it. See if it's actually good, because Red Dead, I hope it's like Red Dead more than it's like GTA 5.
This is what I remember. I remember recording this. I remember I was on the beach in Forza, and I remember I was thinking of a Queso quote. Let's see if I remember correctly.
But also, it wouldn't make sense, Like, I know that, Rockstar games, generally have, the same... Where you can go to, random NPCs and generalize it pretty well. It was, it's a mile long, but an inch...
Yeah, this is literally
NPCs and interact with them, and there's, a whole lot to do in the world. But, GTA 5 didn't really have any of that, And Queso said something that would, generalize it pretty well. It was, it's a mile long, but an inch deep, which is,
Facts, but I don't really want to listen to, GTA shit right now.
But...
Talk about something real.
GTA 6...
Brother, what did I just say?
That's still, in America. Have they done New York? I don't know if they've done New York.
GTA? What the fuck we talking
How did I get from talking about my life to GTA 6?
That's fucking facts, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Dude. I don't know. But, I mean, I'm ready for what GTA 6 has. And, it would be cool if it was a good game. But I feel like there's so much hype around it. It's kind of like Cyberpunk. I don't think it'll ever live up to the...
Yeah, but the thing about Cyberpunk is it kind of does live up to the hype now. But it's 5 years after release, so...
Hype that's around it, I think it's a good change.
What's a good change? Fuck,
that's
get
whatever.
too far in the lore.
But getting back on the topic of my life in general, I think it's a good change. I think the living situation that I'm putting myself in, I think it's interesting. I don't think it's...
It's not... I mean, it was interesting. Explaining it to somebody was really fucking difficult, but it was interesting.
Optimal, but I think it's interesting. I don't think it's the worst thing. And
it wasn't the worst thing, but it was pretty damn close.
At the worst, it'll be a good story to tell,
I got some stories, but nothing that's, interesting enough, you know what I mean?
So, and if fun stuff does happen there, that'll be cool. And if nothing happens there, it's, same as where I'm living here, so... Except I'll have a job and I'll be in, the town, and I'll...
What's crazy is when I was living here before I moved back to town, I was doing more when I lived out here than I ever did when I was living in town. It just goes to show you when you have, when you have everything, when you have what you want, you're, you can't... I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is I used to go out all the time before I lived in the city, because I liked the city so much, and then when I moved into the city, I never went out. I don't know why.
Also, not be with the people who I'm with now, so...
Oh, yep, just hating on my parents right there. But it's like, chill.
You know, it'd be cool to move to a new place without like any family or nothing like that around you. You're just there surviving.
I was surviving, but I was not living, that's for fucking sure.
Surviving with some of your bros who live near you or with you. So that would be cool. But yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that I have to get used to. Like, I still don't have a driver's license, but I'm looking
I still don't have a driver's license.
for a car. That's the main reason.
I have a car, though.
Like, I don't have a car, but also I need a car to get my driver's license.
I can't use the car I bought to get my driver's license because it has a cracked windshield anyway.
But also, I don't drive enough. And that's also because there's no car.
Well, legally speaking, I don't drive, but I'm good at it now. You know what I mean? Like, I be driving with people, so.
Cars at my house that I can drive with. Because
Can you skip
maybe
ahead?
I should force myself into those situations. Hello?
Ooh, what the fuck? Oh, I remember. My equipment cut out on me when I made this. I remember that.
Are we back? It just, my PC just completely shit on itself, and it said that I didn't have enough storage to keep recording, so.
Yeah, so OBS loves to just pick and choose where it downloads my videos. Like, I have a external hard drive just so all my videos can be downloaded. So I have like a little reserve of like my video history. And
That's
just
cool,
doesn't
I
even sit
guess.
there.
Not very fun, but hopefully, I think I just allocated the storage to a hard drive that I have, so
Yes, literally the hard drive that you bought specifically to download your videos.
hopefully now we should be locked in, right? I think so. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't stop that recording, because I was only recording for 14 minutes, and I try to keep my podcast at 30 minutes or more.
Yeah, that's facts. How long is the one under this? An hour and 10?
Only because, as a one-person podcast, it's kind of hard to keep it going.
That's facts.
But also, I like the idea that a podcast goes on for more than 30 minutes, because if it goes on for less than that, that's just a video.
That's,
you know what I mean?
I was just about to say that shit's just a video.
Fucking video, so.
Dude, I was so like majestically chopped. Ignore the teeth though.
I was looking, and it kind of looked like my camera was a little high, but also, I don't know. It's like, what are you looking for? You know, like, you should just be listening to this. Well, I don't think you should be inspecting my face.
I like to inspect. I literally was just inspecting my face, dude.
And if you are, that's cool, but I'm not sure if that's acceptable.
You're literally me, bro. Calm down.
Even though I am 18.
You're 19? You fucking idiot. Come on, lock in, bro. What the fuck you staring at me for?
Unfortunately. I'm 18, so that means weird people are legally allowed to be weird. Like, I remember there was this guy on my YouTube stream. That's why I stopped streaming on YouTube. Because he was weird.
Dude, that dude was fucking weird as hell, dude. I'm not gonna lie. And he was the type of weird that, like, he would say weird shit, but he wasn't weird enough to donate or give me money, dude. He was just weird for the love of the game.
Weird as fuck. But, like, he wasn't, like, the cool kind of weird where he would donate you money.
What the fuck is going on right now? Am I just, like... do I just have, like, a one-track mind where I reciprocate everything I've said?
Say weird stuff, he would just type it. And my load disk space. Okay. I have load disk space is what my computer is telling me. Which, hopefully...
What the fuck is a disk?
Hopefully it doesn't stop my recording again. But as I was saying, it was a weird guy. Except he wasn't like the old weird where he would donate. He would just say it in the comments. Which is like, why did I have to get stuck with the poor weirdo and not the
Facts, bro. Why couldn't I get stuck with the rich weirdo?
one who likes to donate? If he donated, I probably would have been streaming every fucking day just for him.
Facts,
I'd be like,
bro.
yeah, come on. I would have damn near been egging him on, saying, yeah, just give me $5 and I'll show one of my nipples or something.
What the fuck was I on, bro? Okay.
Since on Twitch, I'm pretty sure guys are allowed to do that. even though I was on YouTube at the time, so actually I'm not sure. All I know is that Twitch, the copyright's a lot better.
That is facts. Twitch, if you get a copyright strike, all you have to do is delete the VOD. But if on YouTube you get a copyright strike, then you kind of have to go through a big ass process. Or you just delete the video. But if you're monetized, they take all your money. So
You don't have to like be.
also, shout out, we hit 330 subs today. We got like 3 subs today from my clips. So thank you to everybody who's watching, everyone who's supporting. Appreciate you.
Rate of music playing. Because on Twitch, I think it just deletes the VOD, right? So that's always nice. I think that's a very good, what do you call it? I think it's a very good system. I think YouTube should definitely incorporate that.
It's a good system.
But also, I don't even know if that's legal. You know, like, can
What's legal? Well, why would it not be legal?
you legally play music on your stream? And, like, is that why they had to delete it?
Oh.
And if you're, like, a big streamer and if you play music unauthorized, does it like punish you? Like, I know at one point people were streaming movies.
That's
you
yeah,
know,
I remember that was a crazy period.
So, but I think somebody got in trouble for that. I don't know who.
I think
but
it was XQC.
I think somebody did, and you know, that's obviously not something I want to do. I want to keep my YouTube channel. I want to keep my Twitch channel. But
Follow my Twitch.
my Twitch channel was just filled with a bunch of digital designers, but
Yeah.
all of them were talentless. They would just
All AI art, dude. Every single person in, like, when I first started streaming, like before this time, like last time I started streaming, it was literally the only people in my chat were people trying to get like digital artists who were trying to give me profile pictures, but none of it was hand drawn. It was all AI bullshit, dude. It was so annoying.
all use AI and shit. Like, I was like, yeah, follow me and I won't commission you because I'm poor, but follow me
Facts.
and I'll check out some of your stuff. And I looked at everybody's stuff who ever typed anything into like one of my streams, and it's all AI generated. Not one person put effort into doing their own art.
It's true.
So like, you know, digital artists are fucking useless. Like
Facts, bro. I've never, like, I know I'm small, but I've been hit up by, like, I want to say at least 20 digital artists, and they're all fucking useless. Like, all use AI, all bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, not one of them is, like, talent, like, has enough talent to do it themselves. They all use AI.
I can literally run the same scripts you do, but probably better.
Facts.
They probably put like 3 words in it and it just said like fuck it, send it. And that's how it is on
I used to
Twitter
speak
too. Whenever
fast,
you
bro.
post stuff with like hashtag streamer or YouTube
I think the hair gives me aura, and it, like, makes me more intelligent.
on it, you'll get more engagement, but it's be from people trying to commission work from you.
Facts, bro. People who try to commission you work, or like people who try to like offer their services for like digital arts, all they use is AI, bro. Not one of them has any talent, like, at all.
Or I think it's the opposite. They want you to commission work from them, and their work is only AI. It's fucking stupid.
It still happens.
think
It literally still
Correct.
happens.
People have the audacity to do that shit too. Like, you use AI. Like, get the fuck out of here. You are not talent. You do not have talent, you know? Like me, my icon for YouTube right now is AI. But I did it before AI. Like,
I remember it was AI, but I changed it back to Piccolo. Because I think the Piccolo will be more iconic as the years go by, rather than just some random face.
but really started getting like scary realistic. So I've also tried to get somebody to paint like my icon. I got someone to
And they never did it, so.
try and paint it, but it didn't go well. I didn't send him any money or nothing, but I just never got the product. Which,
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
fair, I guess, fair.
I still
But
have this
also,
jacket, by the way. It's a Harley Davidson jacket.
You know, not very cool of you. And also on Twitter, I remember I was uploading every day. Back when I was uploading every day, I had like 103 followers on Twitter, and I took like a 2-week break, and I dropped down to like 40. And
But like, Twitter followers mean literally nothing, because Twitter is useless, and it doesn't help you at all with growth on any platforms. So Twitter really is just like a joke of all the big social media platforms, and people on Twitter are just the most stupid as well. So there you go. I mean, it's fine to not like blow up on Twitter. Dude, my PC is loud, dude. It sounds like a fucking jet engine.
It's whatever. But I just think that Twitter is the worst platform, dude. Everybody is so like brain dead. Like their takes are just terrible.
Facts.
But I think that's why people like Twitter. It's because no matter what, they'll find some gooner head like them, so they just flock to it. But I don't even upload, like, I used to post whenever I uploaded on Twitter, but now I don't even do that. I just stay away from that website.
It's ass.
Like, I go on it every now and again, but I try to stay away from it.
You know what's crazy is that my Twitter feed has been nothing but Ilya Taporia knocking out Charles Oliveira, and I haven't been on it in fucking ever since it happened. Yeah, I'm just so
But I understand
about
that
it.
people like
I
it
see it
because
every
they'll
time.
find some goober heads like them. But it's like, for a normal person with a working brain, it's like so terrible. But, I feel like that's a lot of spaces, The only app I really use is Instagram. And even then, all I do is go on Reels. I don't text anybody or nothing.
I still don't text nobody. I still don't, like... Y'all hear that noise? That's my PC, bro. But no, I still don't text nobody on Instagram or even my messages. Like, I don't text anybody. I'm just so... Like, I wouldn't say locked in. I'm just in my own world right now. My PC is about to explode,
Which,
though, y'all. God
probably
damn.
my fault, but also I'm fine with that. And I'm hoping that me moving will put me out into the world, because...
By that, I meant hopefully moving will give me a girlfriend. And it did not work.
I haven't, like, talked to anybody who wasn't one of my, like, main 3 friends. I don't think
It didn't work, brother.
I've talked to anybody outside that circle in, like, actual months. Like, aside from, like, my family and 3 people, I haven't talked to anybody else, so... Hopefully
It
puts me
still
out
like
there.
that.
Hopefully it gets rid of my, me being scared of being in public. I'm not scared to be in public. I'm scared of public interaction. I'm also scared of looking dumb.
Hold on, wait.
But
That I worked basically customer service. That public interaction shit is so like bullshit now, bro. Like I can literally tackle that shit anywhere, but being awkward in public is still kind of still fucks with me. I just think it's just the people who I'm around make me uncomfortable. I think that's more like it.
mainly the interaction stuff.
Yeah,
So hopefully getting a job will help me with, talking
it did.
to people.
Yes,
Hold on, I got a burp, but it also kind of feels like I'm about to puke.
that happens every day.
I don't know why.
Happens every
But-
day.
Hopefully, I get to explore people.
Oh, pause. What the fuck did I mean by that?
Like, I'm not talking about like inspect people or nothing. Like, I meant like socially. I'd be able to go, hey, my name is Mason, and I like to talk to people, and hopefully they believe that. Hopefully my programming isn't too obvious by then.
My programming is malnourishment and gooder code.
I'm also hoping for some patchwork that allows me to pee in places outside my bathroom.
What? What the fuck was I on? What do you mean pee in places that aren't my bathroom? What? I'm so confused.
It was added in my earlier stages, but then it was like, fuck. It was like, I'm not gonna shit anywhere except for my bathroom.
What?
That's kind of what that programming, like, I think it was
When was that ever
at
a
some
thing?
point in high school.
Okay, if I'm trying to make the claim that I never shit in a high school bathroom, that is cap as fuck. I used to dominate the bathrooms in all places. So that's a fucking cap and a half.
Like, I think in like 10th grade, I was like, damn, it's risky as hell to be shitting here. And then, I never did ever since. But before that,
That's cap as fuck, dude. That is actually cap as fuck. I used to beat those toilets up with my cheeks, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like when the school bathroom, like toilet seats, hated to see me coming.
I was going crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was blasting this shit. I didn't give a fuck. And, I feel like nowadays, It's because back then I was just a fucking like monster, dude. I was a sad.
Literally nothing changed. I used to laugh. Okay, I was trying to be somebody who I wasn't, dude. I literally like, no, dude. You don't understand. I took control of those fucking bathrooms.
Like I'm telling you, like last podcast I talked about how I changed. Like, bro, I was unhinged, but I think,
dude, I unhinged and taking a shit in a public place is like not the same thing.
I think now I actually have some humanity, so I would spare people. I would spare people the.
Dude, who is this nerd, bro? Fuck.
I would spare people the trauma of me using the bathroom.
Dude, that shit was funny, bro.
So,
I don't.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe some patchwork on my AI will bring that back. I don't know. Maybe it depends how desperate I get. Which, you know, being desperate situations call for desperate measures. So
I said that the wrong way.
Maybe one day I'll have to go in like the bushes or some shit, like in front of a park. You know, maybe I'll be homeless one day and I'll have to do that. But until then,
yeah,
I'm fine with the. Fuck am I talking about?
I don't know, bro.
Hold on. I forgot my personal bathroom. So I forgot for a second.
Oh my god, did y'all see that side profile, bro? I look like Christopher Moltisanti, bro. Holy fuck.
Fuck am I talking about?
Let's check out the side profile.
Hold on. I forgot my personal bathroom. So I forgot for a second.
Dude, actual Christopher Moltisanti build here, dude. What the fuck was I? My jawline has gotten a little better, but holy fuck, I actually looked like Chrissy, dude. That's actually crazy.
I had to look behind me because I thought I was about to get shot by somebody breaking in.
It happens.
Well, it's scary, you know? Even though where I'm going, I'm not bringing anything valuable. Actually, I'm bringing shoes, so.
I brought all my shoes, and I ended up losing both my Easy Pods for like 5 months, but I found them the day I moved out.
That's valuable, right? Maybe. I don't know.
Shoes are valuable to people who don't have anything in their life.
Because if I get kicked out, then that means my transportation to the job I'm applying for will be gone. Until I get a car.
Until you legally drive.
If I have a car by the time I'm gone, then that's nice. But if I don't, I'm kind of fucked. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, yeah, that's the situation I'm in. But also, you know, I put myself in it because I was tired of sitting here doing nothing.
Yeah, well, now I sit here and stream, which, like, is kind of doing nothing. But, like, instead of talking to myself all day, I talk to a camera. Which is kind of just like mental illness, but now I'm being filmed. So,
I mean, it's a good change, but it's a change that is like, I don't know. I feel like there's higher odds of something going bad, but also
nothing went bad. It's just it got hard to sleep.
I fuck with betting. I don't fuck with betting. I don't endorse gambling, but also I've been very lucky when it comes.
I don't endorse gambling.
It's like chances of something.
I like Roblox Plinko though. That is facts.
Being good versus bad. And I'm not terrible in social situations. It's just in my head I am. But like, nobody else thinks that I am, except for me. Facts. So maybe I'm the only person who notices like all the subtle awkward shit that I do. But I mean, nobody else notices it, but I notice, and it's fucked up. It's more fucked up that I notice it than anybody else.
But it's kind of like a thing where all your insecurities really are in your head. Because, like, I'm sure while recording this video, I thought I looked ugly. But looking back at it now, like, I looked good, you know? Except for, like, the permanent, like, pedo mustache and the Christopher Moltisanti build. I looked good.
Like, I think I just have a problem with, like, talking in public, like a self-image in public. But also... Yeah. You know, I used to walk around in a tank top and booty shorts damn near, so...
I wouldn't say booty shorts, but I know what you mean. I used to walk around in tank tops and, like, swim trunks everywhere just because I didn't give a fuck. Like, I used to be so bipolar, and now I more or less maintain, like, the same things. But back then, like, one day I could be going out there looking fabulous as fuck, and then the next day I'll be out there just covering everything, trying to damn near looking like a Muslim, you know what I mean? No offense to anybody, but I like the women like cover themselves, I guess.
I don't think is that, and not booty shorts, but like, gym shorts, and yeah, I don't do that anymore. I don't leave the house without pants on. But there was a time where I would, and there was a time where, if it was funny, I would just bust it down.
What?
And evolution, of course, changed that. For me,
Evolution? What the fuck am I talking about evolution? I'm talking about wearing pants.
that's just how it used to be. And now, I'm just out here. Even though the situation I'm gonna be in, I'm gonna be like out there a lot more. And
Yeah, I was. I got
I
yelled
don't-
at
I
a
don't
lot
think I'll
by
have a
a
choice,
bunch
'cause
of
eventually-
bunch of old people.
I'm gonna be like, eventually people are gonna see he's either like me. I'm either a chill person or I'm still a bozo. But I think I've changed enough to the point where
I am a cool guy, but I will say, I just don't like starting conversations. Is like the main thing. Even still, like sometimes I don't go outside just to avoid maybe running into somebody who I knew from high school, because everybody thinks I dropped out, but I just graduated the first month of school, so.
people can see me and go, "Oh yeah, he's cool," and not awkward. But me, I'm hoping.
Also, my self-image doesn't matter. The moment I started a YouTube channel, everybody shit on me, so it doesn't even matter if people think I'm chill or not. They're not gonna like me regardless.
I'll get some of that social shit back because I used to have it. I
did.
used to have it, but then I lost it and I never got it back. So.
I lost it because I stayed in my room for 2 years, not speaking to anybody. And I kind of have it back again now, but not as much as I did back then.
But then again, dude, this burp is not going to come out. I think I have constipation from my burps.
Okay.
I'm constipated from burps, dude. That's fucked up. Y'all ever been like that? I feel like it's not an uncommon thing. Or maybe it's heart disease. I don't know. It's possible. I don't fuck with heart disease, but like the chance of me getting it is high as fuck.
Monster.
Like me getting heart disease is like a 20% chance in my later years, just from all the energy drinks that I drink. I know I swore them off, but
I still
today
drink
I
them.
kind of
Yeah, I still drink them, bro. Like that, I swore them shits off for like 2 weeks, and then my parents bought me another full case of Monster Energy juices, and I was like, dude, fuck that. But I'm trying to swear them off again. It's just, I just can't have them with me, because if I have them with me, I'm gonna drink them. But like, if I swear them off, then I'm not gonna buy one. You know what I mean?
splurged, and I got 3 of them. This is my first one, obviously, but it's also
When was I recording this? Drinking this shit as my first one. I usually record these at night too, so me drinking that at night is very problematic. It's not like me to drink energy drinks at night though.
7 o'clock at night. So
I stand fucking correct. I stand corrected, bro. 7 o'clock at night. What?
whatever. Actually, no, I bought a Rockstar at like 11, like a week ago. So
Damn, I was a savage.
I'm clearly
I
not
would never
doing
do
well in my addiction.
Yeah,
But also,
facts.
it's like, it's good. Like, you
It is
can't
good.
stop. Like, I understand. I get it when it comes to fat people. Like, I get it. Not the food, but like the energy drinks.
What?
Like, if I could have the same addiction to food like fat people do, weight would never be a problem.
Yeah.
Like, if I was as addicted
You know what's crazy?
to getting
You know what's crazy? Like, I'm talking about weight in here. I weigh 20 more pounds in this video than I do now. I weigh 34 right now. I weighed 155 when I made this.
fat as I am to energy drinks, then I'd be set. But I'm not. So I'm stuck at 150 pounds at 6'1". For now, of course. Maybe one day I'll lose a few more pounds than
I mean, 6'1", 155. That's like that's good potential. Do you know what I mean? It's just I tried to go to the gym, but the thing is, people always tell me the most important part of gaining muscle is the diet part, is eating well, and I cannot eat consistently. Like I cannot eat like shit. Like I weigh 135 because I can't eat. It's like a thing.
drop down to featherweight.
Literally, I'm talking about dropping down to featherweight. I'm below bantamweight right now. Like, actually crazy.
No, I think I'd be fighting 135, right? Because O'Malley
Yeah.
walks around at 150. So even though I don't know why I'm comparing myself to UFC fighters when I, you know, I know bare minimum, and striking is my worst category.
Striking is my worst category when it comes to MMA, which is crazy. I'd say my best is probably not sprawling, but maybe getting your back is probably my best category when it comes to like mixed martial arts. Like I'm good at getting on the back and like getting rear naked chokes and arm bars, but that's about it.
Striking is literally my worst category in MMA. Like I know wrestling a little bit, I know jiu-jitsu a little bit, and I know kickboxing a little bit, but like
I know kickboxing, I know bare minimum kickboxing. Like I don't even know how to check. Well, I do know how to check, but I don't know how to do it well, you know?
I know nothing of punching. Or Muay Thai, I guess, would be better for what I know.
Muay Thai
Also,
includes
my hair,
elbows.
it was good at the beginning, but now
Dude,
it's
my
like,
elbows are fucking deadly right now, by the way. Like, y'all don't know, but I be training the fuck out my elbows, bro.
weird, you know? I'm also scared of balding. If I go bald, I'm gonna
If I go bald, I'm offing myself.
kill myself.
Oh my god. Twin, bro.
No, I won't.
Dude, I was sexy, bro. Goddamn.
Maybe. I don't know. If I go bald, I don't want to do like where I have like the circle. I just want to. I want it all gone. Like so, I'll have to shave every single day my head, and then I'm gonna have to lather up my head
Johnny Sins bald, not regular balding man bald. I got you.
with lotion so I don't get fucking burnt, and so I can keep it smooth. Keep
Dude,
my
when
brain
I first shaved my head, I went out in the sun, and I forgot you can get sunburn on your head, and so my whole shit was just peeling.
wrinkled. So, also, I don't think this is much of an improvement to my hair, but I don't think my hoodie looks good with my hairstyle right now. No, it doesn't. Hold on, wait. Look at my forehead, bro. Even
Bald
though
ass, bro.
This is me pushing my head back. That's
Bald-
crazy.
Bald ass, dude.
But it doesn't look that giant right here. But it does whenever I have the hoodie on. I think it's because it pulls back my head like that. But like normally it's like this.
Dude, my hair looks good in every angle of this. I don't know what the fuck I was on.
Which, in my opinion, I've seen a lot worse. You know, I've seen a lot worse craniums and shit. And people think Rihanna's sexy. So why don't they give me a bone here?
Facts. A bone? What the fuck, dude? Like, what is with the gay innuendos right now? Give me a bone? Brother, what are we doing here?
But the side, like, my sides are good
That I do like this haircut.
right now. But I'm like, I low-key look.
Dude, after going bald the second time, I was like, I low-key feel like a hairstylist now. Like, I see haircuts in public, and I'm like, that would look good. But, like, low-key, if they trim the sides a little bit, like, I'm on some haircut shit now that I went bald again.
Looks like I'm balding. Whenever I have like a little, like whenever I have like a gap right here, like
It does look like I'm balding, but my hair's always been like that. It's always been kind of like deep towards the edges.
it looks like I'm balding whenever that's there. So I tried to avoid, showing that.
I'm fucking with my hair a lot. That looks good.
Dude, there's no way I'm gonna show up to a job interview looking like this, bro.
I literally got the job the next day, so I don't know what the fuck I was talking about.
I look 16.
Do you look 16? They hire 16-year-olds. They literally hire 16-year-olds. That's it. Like,
And I'm not 16. I'm indeed 2 years older than that.
I'm 1 year older than that.
All right, yeah. I'm 2 years older than 16. So, sorry, I got confused for a second, but also my headphones. You might have noticed I like listening to music and playing Forza, except
I usually cry whenever I'm doing that, but I guess I was recording a podcast.
I yap to myself, but I'm yapping for the podcast today. And I'm pretty sure in like 2 other podcasts I've recorded, I was playing Forza as well.
I know the first two I was. Oh, no, I know the first one I wasn't. The second one I was. Or no, I think the first one I was. The second one I wasn't.
So it's just a game I play whenever I want to reach out, whenever I want to like extend my talons forward.
It's also when I want to drain my emotions. This is a very somber last episode, but I like it.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
This is like, why haven't people watched this? Why does this only have 29 views? This is like, I did a good job on this.
I hope it means something cool. Whenever I like to talk a lot, that's what I mean. Like, I like to yap, play Forza, drink energy drink. And yeah, that's what I do all day. But now I'm getting
I don't do that shit all day. I've never done that all day.
a job.
Getting a job was cool. Getting paid was cool. Leaving the job was the best part about it.
Taking responsibility in. You know, maybe a partner will come in, you know, maybe
Partner never came in. Never got nothing. Not even a kiss. So, I don't know what the fuck I thought was gonna happen. I mean, like, you just go out there with expectations and expect the shit to actually happen. But, like, there's no chance in hell I would have ever gotten anybody.
I won't be like, you know, single and shit like I have been for
That didn't happen.
a few years, but it's alright.
Few years? That's depressing, dude. It's been a year. It's literally no. It's been 5 months, but
It's you know, I think if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I think I would be more of a success.
that's
with,
facts.
like, relationships, because I think I fucked up my image with this YouTube channel.
It's facts. When I started my YouTube channel in high school, everybody made fun of me and nobody would talk to me, and so it kind of fucked up my image. But now that I do have my YouTube channel, I'm like low-key chill.
But like, you guys don't know that because I used to have like 100 videos before I wiped them.
Facts, and they were all bangers. I just got rid of them all because I was going through a little stupid phase.
Right? And those videos were good, but also I think that's what fucked up my image the most.
Those videos were fire, actually. I wish I had any of them. I reposted one of them, but that's only because I can only get my hands on one of them.
With those videos. But they were good, but it just fucked up my image. And you guys will never see those, which is crazy. I remember recording most of them, and I could make them again, but also,
I don't remember any of them. I don't remember any of them now.
you know, it was a different time, you know. I made that YouTube channel because I thought that my life was literally about to end. Like, I thought
Yeah, I thought my life was going to come to an end.
I was going to die or become homeless. I thought it was going to be one of those two. So I was like, dude, I might as well make a YouTube channel, pop off, and if I get rich, then I won't die. You know,
We still trying that, man. We still trying that shit. 5 months later, how many subs did I have when I dropped this? Like, maybe 270, and now we're at 330. So it's not a bad improvement. It's just not as big of as an improvement as I really wanted to be. I wanted to be rich at 18, but now I'm 19 and I'm hanging in there, but you know.
and then I deleted all my videos like a fucking dumbass, and I hate myself for it. If I could go back in time, that would be the one thing I'd change, because I would probably be successful by now.
Yeah, those are good
I'd
videos.
probably be having a little bit of that Mr. Beast.
I had a video where I got sent to ISS on purpose, and then I recorded what I did in ISS for like 4 days straight. It was a good ass video, bro. I regret deleting those, but you know, you make mistakes sometimes.
Money, just a little bit, maybe, I don't know. But my YouTube channel is moving. You know, it's moving slowly, but it's still moving.
I hate how slowly it is moving, but it is.
Kind of
moving.
wish I had the speedy success, but then
I'm so impatient. Like, obviously, I wish for speedy success, like Queso had. But I just can't forget what I'm fighting for, man. I'm fighting for a future that I want to live in. That's like the thing. And if I don't get it, then I can't. You know, like I'll never be happy. So that's what I'm working for. You know.
and again, a lot of people talk about they've been doing YouTube for years. You know, I think
It is so depressing to think I'm gonna be doing this for years without no progress. But also, I can't think because if I think like that, it's not gonna be well for my mental. So I hope I'm gonna blow up soon. You know what I mean?
just about to hit the 1 year mark on it, on YouTube. Well, for the comeback at least, like for me coming back.
Yeah, I think when I recorded this, I was already doing YouTube for like 2 years. But since I deleted all the videos prior to it, it would have been just about a year.
But also, like, I think it would have been 2 years, maybe even more, if I kept my old videos.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just something to think about, you know, something to think about, bad decisions, you know. It's just, I'll never delete a video unless I get canceled for one. In that case, I'll delete the video that I got canceled for. But
Yeah.
I don't say anything that would get me canceled. You know,
I don't say
like I might say jokes that sound bad.
like I don't say any wild shit that could get me canceled, but like every like literally it's like it changes so much. Like one day it can be like a crime to like Charles Oliveira, you know what I mean? And then I'll have to delete every video where I had Charles Oliveira in the background. Like that's how fickle it is sometimes.
But I never mean any like harmful intent. But also, people who misquote you are like the most dangerous. So
that is facts.
you can literally be misquoted for anything. So I don't think I would really have a choice of whether or not somebody finds something offensive. So, because people find everything offensive, which is something that if you grow out of, you'll be a lot fucking happier.
That is facts. I was spitting facts here. If you're offended by everything, you're gonna be living a miserable life. And if you grow out of being mad at everything, you're gonna be so much happier, dude. Like I promise you.
Like I remember, I'm gonna tell this story. I was on the Moist Critical.
This is a fucked up story, by the way. They all fucking hated me. They all like Moist Critical's fan base. Like I don't know what, but they fucking shit on me when I was saying this shit.
Discord, and I was talking about cold ones, right? Okay, so first of all, the Moist Critical Discord server, I like Moist Critical, I like him, but his fans are a bunch of fucking pussies, dude. Like
facts.
I'm a fan of his, but I was on that Discord, everybody was just fucking pussy, like a bum, like they were chronically online type of shit.
Dude, when did I start becoming like a fucking fact prophet, dude? Like, I was speaking nothing but facts back then.
And I posted something about Cold Ones, which is my favorite YouTube channel with, like, Max and Chad. Anything for Views, Max Mofo. And somebody, like a group of people, said that they didn't like him. They didn't like Anything for Views because he made a helicopter joke of something. And I didn't...
I think it's offensive to trans people. But I didn't understand it at the time. But yeah, I think that's what it was.
So I was like, y'all people need to stop being so sensitive. You'll be a lot happier. And then everybody.
I don't think I knew it was about trans people though. I think I literally thought it was about a helicopter, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Kind of shit on me, like blah 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 blah. And it was like, dude, like, I don't think you're happy in life if you're just gonna take everything offensively, you know. You'd be a lot happier if you would just give it a little chuckle, you know? And even if you don't, like not liking somebody for a bad joke is kind of weird. And, you can do what you want, I guess. I don't want to be around you if you're that type of person. But
if you stay around people who get mad at everything, then you're going to turn just as miserable as they are. If you stay around miserable people, then you're going to be miserable. That's just, like, how life is.
You can do what you want, but... honestly, I think that, being offended by everything or being enraged by everything is, like, one of the worst ways to live, dude. Like, you gotta be so miserable. Like, just take it on the chin sometimes if it's directed towards you. Or just laugh it off if, you don't like it.
And you know what's crazy is I guarantee that all those people who are getting mad have not been shit on nearly as much as I have been or at all in my life. And I still am so good right now. Like, even back when I was doing these videos, back when I was doing, like, podcasts and just normal YouTube, people were hating on me so much. And now that I'm doing streaming, people are shitting on me a lot more than ever. But, like, I've never really given a fuck about it, you know? It's just kind of one of those things that I know is bound to happen. You just gotta kind of roll with it, you know?
Laugh with it if you think it was kind of funny. Even if it, even if other people don't. So, it's just, it's whatever. And... people are like that with everything, dude, and it's crazy because it'll be the most mundane shit, Like me saying that I don't like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, right? Because they're the same game, right? Like damn near the same thing.
Why am I so fucking smart?
And I remember I stopped playing Overwatch because I was like, dude, this shit is fucking washed. And then I got hated on by people I knew for that. And then people get mad over everything. It's like, if I don't like one thing, that entire fandom nowadays will just come after you for everything after that,
MMA fans are low-key like this too. Like, being a UFC fan, like, if you don't like a popular fighter, or if you don't like a fighter that people say is good, then like they will fucking come after you about some bullshit, bro.
So you can't really do, or like you can't really share what you think about a whole lot of shit based on fandoms. Like if I were to diss like anime fans are fucking crazy, right? They're
My anime fans.
weird most of the time, right? Like I'm a fan of anime. I have JoJo's in my background.
That is. Oh, I do have JoJo's. It's up here. I forgot it. I forgot I have that shit up there.
I have, I think that's Demon Slayer up there. I didn't fully watch Demon Slayer, but I think it is. And I also have Pokemon. But those fandoms, like a lot of those people are just really weird, you know?
Dude, the JoJo's fandom is weird as fuck, dude. They can't just let shit chill. They gotta make it weird.
And also something that's like surprised me is how weird MMA fans are.
Dude, me and this guy think like very similar.
Like on it's even though it's Twitter, so everybody's fucking stupid.
Facts.
But on Twitter, there's the joke of like MMA guys being incels, but like I never believed that until I started like actively looking at what people were saying in like the MMA communities, and I was like, damn, y'all are like little weirdos, you know, like y'all takes are terrible. You apparently don't like women, which you do you, I guess, but I think it's so crazy how widespread that is in the MMA community. And it's like, I didn't believe it until I saw it. I was like, damn, people really do just be against women in this sport. It's kind of weird.
Dude, I'm low-key attracted,
how
dude. Look
widespread
at this.
that is in the MMA community. And it's like, I didn't believe it until I saw it. I was like,
smile.
damn, people really do just be against women in this.
Damn, bro. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait. Y'all telling me that this was me? That's all I'm saying.
Sport is kind of weird. But then again, I don't know if that's just like a masculine thing or not, to like not like women. Because even though I don't see basketball fans or football fans talk.
Okay, that's a bad example because basketball fans literally hate the WNBA. So that was a kind of a bad example. But yeah,
and shit about him. Like everybody loves Caitlin Clark, I think is her name, in the basketball
that's a good counterpoint. Carry on.
community. So yeah, we just don't got that for the UFC community. You know, everybody's just like low key, like doesn't like women. And I was like, damn, that's tough. That's like actually interesting that that's a real thing and not just a joke. So.
Hey, bro, what the fuck you doing drinking on the job, man? That fucking Red Bull, bro. That Red Bull shit'll kill you, man.
But also, you know, maybe it's just like a loud group of small groups can be loud as shit. Like I don't know what the quote is, but it's like
I know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about? Because I know what I'm talking about. It's small groups make a lot of noise, or it's not that, but. You know what I'm trying to say. I haven't heard it in a long time.
You know, a small group of people, but they're the most vocal about their opinions is what I'm thinking. So maybe that's it.
He did a better job at explaining it than me.
But also,
and I'm a year older than this fucking guy.
I feel like that's a very, very loud group considering I was seeing it like so much. And I like UFC, but
I fucking hate the UFC now. You know, I literally watched like the man who inspired me the most, Charles Oliveira. I saw him get knocked out in one of the worst ways I've seen anybody get knocked out. And yeah, if you think I'm watching another UFC event that doesn't have Charles or Alex Pereira in it, you got me fucked up. I'm not paying. Also, I'm not paying for the Dustin and Max Holloway. I'm watching that shit illegally, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm not paying for that shit ass card.
Like talking to people about it is so like. I don't know. People are just so weird about it. Like, I remember I was talking to somebody about Charles Oliveira, and then he was saying something like about how Arman Tsarukyan violated.
Arman Tsarukyan cheated to get the win. Let's not forget that. Carry on.
Him, and it was like, well, first of all, Charles won that fight. Second of all, he won by decision, right? And it's like so weird because the Arman fans, they a little freaky too with that, because you guys have seen that one question that one guy asked him, like, how many times would you do that fighter next to you, and then in his language he said a few times, which was funny, but also like
That was funny.
a lot of people are just very they're delusional with their takes. Like, Armin's cool, right? I like Armin.
I'm pretty sure I was lying back then, because when the fuck have I ever liked Armin Sarukian, bro? Fucking never. Nah, that's a weird thing to say.
I think he's very flexible.
That's the only thing I can think of. Fucking flexible, bro. Like, he can spin around in a circle on his back and break his hip a day before the fight. Like, good job, Armin Sarukian, I guess.
Yeah, but also, I don't think he did that well in any of his performances for you to be super glazing.
Yeah, that's fact.
And I know that I super glaze Oliveira, but like, I'm cool with it. I'm not like, Oliveira fucking owns Michael Chandler. And, like, I'm not like that. I was going to say something else, but also that would have been fucked up if I were to say.
What was I going to say?
So I'm not going to say that joke, but if I did, it would have been funny. But also,
What was I going to say?
it's just weird, I guess it's like that for everybody, but even like LeBron fans, like
acne, by
LeBron
the way.
fans, like they
Fucking-
dick ride heavy.
Bro, LeBron fans have never watched a game of football in their life. Did I just say football? Holy shit, I'm shocked. Basketball. But you know what I mean. Like, LeBron fans be describing this guy as the GOAT, but I used to watch LeBron too, just because except the only time I ever watched basketball in my life is when I used to watch LeBron play for the Miami Heat.
But they're not like, they don't trash on everybody else just because they like a different basketball player, But like, if you like, let's say, Dustin Poirier, and then a Habib fan, like, will just shit all over you. So,
Well,
it's
that's all those Russian fighters have such a crazy fan base behind them. You can't even really blame Habib,
it's kind of weird. The MMA community, I'd say, is more toxic than it is nice. But also, I think it's just because a lot of people are just like, it's a violent sport, so it probably brings out a little bit of bad in people.
Facts.
But also, it's like, well, I'm trying to compose my thoughts right now because I was going somewhere with this, but I lost it. All right, so people are like very like obsessed almost with certain fighters. Like, they're, what's it called whenever like somebody's in love with a streamer? Like, it's called like a certain type of relationship. It's
Symbiotic?
like,
Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Did I just say symbiotic? I meant fuck. Carry on.
it's like when you're in love with like a streamer, but they don't know who you are. It's there's a word for it that Ludwig says a lot, but I forgot at the moment. But they have that, and they're like yes, bro.
Symbiotic? I don't fucking know. I know what I'm talking about though. I just don't know the word for it.
Bro, this UFC fighter is like, he's my brother. It's like, they don't know you. You have no reason to like glaze them that heavy. And I feel like it's not like that for any other sport. Like, I know LeBron, like, it's a joke to glaze him, but like nobody actually like really thinks the shit they be saying about LeBron. But the MMA fans, like, I'm pretty sure that if one of, let's just pick a random fighter, if one of Justin Gaethje's like super fans, it would be like if Justin Gaethje would be like, hey, give me some top and I'll add you on Instagram. I'm pretty sure like that his biggest fan would probably fucking do that, Which, there's nothing.
Well, if his biggest fan's a woman, then most likely. But if it's a man, like, Justin Gaethje's a bad example because a lot of his fans are chill. But a guy like, let's say, Islam, like, or John Jones, if you got John Jones' biggest fan who is a dude and said, give John Jones a little top and he'll add you on Instagram, he's doing that shit immediately, bro. Like, on the spot.
Nothing wrong with that, but also, I feel like that's the level of obsessed these guys get with certain fighters. And Justin Gaethje, I wouldn't say he has a crazy clingy fan base, but like, some of the people that are considered to be like goats,
John Jones,
they have pretty crazy fan bases. Except for GSP, I feel like everybody who likes GSP is relatively cool.
That's facts as well.
But also, like, to summarize this, the MMA community is very, I want to say, harsh and obsessive would be good words for it.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
like nobody
facts.
can just enjoy watching fights anymore. You know, everybody's got to be like, you know, just crazy insults everywhere. Which, you know, I'm not complaining because I do be insult. Like my friend, he likes Marab, and I'm like, dude, Marab is fucking autistic.
What the fuck? Why would I say that?
Dove into ice, fucking stupid ass dude. Like I'd be like jokingly shitting on him, but
What
like
the
there would be
fuck?
some
That's
people who
rude,
are
dude.
like,
Did I just call Marab autistic? I don't think he's autistic. I just think he's been beaten up too much in his life.
further
I
favorite
think he has CTE, not autism.
fighter, and I'm like, dude, like it's cool, but Israel Adesanya does not deserve for a bullet to be taken for him. You know,
Israel Adesanya fans are fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, if you really feel that passionately about a fighter, I don't know.
Maybe my PC actually. Nope. All right, we're back online. Was it my Wi-Fi or was it my PC crashing? I don't know.
They got going on there, which I'm a part of that community, but I just don't interact with anybody online about MMA because one, a lot of people just, you know, I'm biased, right? But a lot of people are just fucking delusional.
Yeah, if you ask the average MMA like enthusiast on Instagram, like to like give you a rational thought about any fighter, it's gonna be all bullshit, bro. Like it's gonna be all delusion, probably.
Right. So
And that's coming from like the biggest Oliveira fan.
it's kind of like
But even as the biggest Oliveira fan, I knew he probably was not gonna win that fight.
this thing of everybody wants their favorite fighter to like, I don't, they just defend him until like John Jones, like listen, John Jones, I think he's funny. I know what he's done. You know, I know what he's done. But John Jones fans, you know, it's like, why are you making excuses for the man? You know, like, like I don't think nobody should be excused for like some shit like that. But also, they still do, which you can do what you want, I guess. But also, it's like there's no real point. You know, like
I think the rest of this is just talking about the UFC. Let me skip forward a little bit because we're gonna do one podcast episode per late night, whatever, you know. And if you guys in the comments, like, I'm gonna be posting all this to YouTube. Like, this is gonna be my Wednesday upload. So all of y'all who want to see me react to videos, just comment that shit, and I'll do it.
it's
But let me skip ahead a little bit.
talk about to wrap this up. Elon Musk, he did that thing at the
Oh yeah, this is when he did the Nazi shit, right?
the inauguration.
Yeah.
You know, the thing where he put his hand on his chest and then saluted a certain German.
That was still not explained, by the way.
Which may or may not signify anything.
Well, all I know is that recent, like, I think it was yesterday, some shit was passed that kind of fucks, like, a lot of us. Well, actually, I think 99% of us. From what I've heard. I don't know if it's 100% true or not.
Me personally, I think it might be because he's just a little autistic, but also,
Dude, I was just... I'm not going to say I'm scared to say that word. But I don't know why I was flinging that shit around. Because people get very sensitive about that word nowadays, man.
you know, like you can never be too sure. He lied about playing Diablo. Like, you know, maybe he's
I don't think was it Diablo? I think it was Path of Exile. I don't know.
hiding other shit. Like, how do you lie about playing a game and then hire people to play it for you? Like, that's just a little weird to me.
That's some shit, man.
But yeah, I have no real opinion on that whole situation. When I saw it, I was like, damn, bro pressed the wrong emote, I guess, you know? But
I think I was the first person to say that, by the way. Like, you know, on Twitter, how everybody was saying this shit? I was the first one to say it, bro.
don't know what emote he was gonna do anyway. Like, you put your hand on your chest, what the hell is he gonna do afterwards? You know, it was like start like doing the American anthem. I don't.
I fumbled that shit so hard. I thought I was gonna say the Macarena, and I was about to start laughing my ass off, but I said the American anthem. Brother, you mean the Star Spangled Banner?
Oh no, what is the American anthem? Like I know, there's the Star Spangled Banner, and then there's the one that you do whenever, like at the beginning of school.
That's the. Oh, what is that one? That's not the Star Spangled Banner. What is that? I don't know what that is. I know you have to say it during a citizenship test, I think.
But what's like the song that describes America? What is America's anthem?
Probably Power by Kanye West, but I think that's the rest of the video. But yeah, that's been the first episode of something. I haven't come up with a title with it yet, but I record this live on Twitch, by the way. So if you guys are interested in watching me, I record these I don't know when I'm gonna record them, but I know I'm gonna post them on YouTube every Wednesday.